Okay, good day everybody. Back again. Today is the 27th of November and I've had a really tough week. First of all, this is Blossom. She is the Blossom Kit by Jade Warner in Australia, and she was reborn by Gay Smith, who is in Australia, who I met when I went to the Adelaide Reborn doll show. I think it was 3 years ago. My goodness, it's a long time. Was it 3 years? Gee, the time goes fast. So that's it. First, I want to talk about what's been happening. There is a show on Australia. It was on TV, but what I usually do, I wait till it comes, I watch it after a few weeks or so. I watch it online on the channel, and that way I can watch one episode after the other. Well, no, I don't want YouTube. I don't want YouTube. No, I'm on it now. Got to go under Chrome. Okay, and the show was, I think, called Parental Guidance. Wait a minute. I should have had it up. ENT. Yeah, Parental Guidance. Yeah, it was too sweet. Oh, I'm not going to watch it again because it really, really affected me. I watched, the week before, I don't know how many episodes I watched. Then I waited till Sunday, waited till after the final episode. Then I watched that last Sunday. And yes, here, Parental Guidance. And what it is, it's, they've got 10 couples and families who each have a different style of parenting. I did not know there was different types of parenting. What are they? Okay, there is strict parenting. And the guy who does this, he's a pastor. Then we have nature styling, parental style, which these family actually live out. They live in a tent, and they all live there in nature. Then we have attachment, which is like, I have no idea. I've never heard of all these things. Attachment. Then there's routine. Routine, this is a gay couple of guys who actually have two sets of twins who are actually born on the same day. So actually, they are quads. The quads, as I said, they're two sets of twins. Even though they're born on the same day, they're not blood related. Actually, they are blood related to their fathers, but not to the two twins are not blood related to each other. It's a long story and why that happened, but they have two sets of twins born on the same day. So actually, they're lucky because they only have one birthday a year, and they're all boys. So they're all boy family. Next one is French, a French style parenting. Figure this because the father in this one he's French. So it comes through I'm not quite sure if the mother is French, but let me see. The mother is Australian Indonesian, so the father is French. That's probably where the French come into it. The next one is Tiger. And of course, Tiger, we know, relates to the China cabinet, China new astrological chart. And of course, they are, I think they are, well, they are Asian, and they have this Tiger parenting style. Then we have homeschool. There's this mum, single mum of 6 kids, and she does homeschooling. 6 kids. Then we have the helicopter. Oh, yeah, the helicopter fly around. I can't judge, but this is how they parenting style. Then we got free range. Wow. Free range. That it's hard to describe free range. I think it's hard because I think the other parents talking about free range. What else we got? Disciplined. Okay. Now this one is really strict. Not strict, it's discipline. As I said, it is hard to actually describe them. And that's it, there's 10 different ones. And as I was saying, I was watching it, I watched the last 3 or 4 episodes last Sunday, doing really well. I was up to the grand final, the very last episode. And what happens, it's hard to describe. I don't know, do you have this program in Australia? In America. Do you have this, what's it called? Parental guidance. I think that's what it's called. My brain. Yeah, parental guidance. As I said, I think there's 10 of them. Does America have this one? If you watch it, you know what I'm talking about. Watch all the episodes. I was thoroughly enjoying how these different families have these different type of parenting. I just thought there was parenting. That was it. And they actually had to, there was 10, then they got down to the 4 who were going to go into a house with the 4 families, all the kids plus the parents and that were all going into the house, and they were going to parent the kids for 4 days. So that 4 parents, every day a parent was in charge of all these, I think there was about 12 kids all up. I can't remember. Anyway, and they all had to do something each day. And on the they had 4, then they went down to 2. And when they got down to the 2, they had to go camping, and this is all over. They come back into the studio and they're talking about it. Was halfway through this last one where I was thinking, Celys, you shouldn't be watching this. Not that it was a bad show to watch, because as you know, I always wanted to be a parent, and it was taken away from me. I was not able to have a child. And this really got to me. I thought, no, Celys, you can do this. You can watch this right through. So I watched it right through. And this was Sunday. And Sunday night, I couldn't get to sleep. I just read. It's like I didn't want to go to sleep. I think it was early hours of Monday morning before I actually went to sleep. And I don't know what time I woke up Monday. And also with this coming on, and then I was thinking about how I have to move and everything that goes on, it really got to me, the crying. And got back to the stage where I didn't want to go to bed. Monday, Tuesday night, I did not want to go to bed. There was 3 nights in a row where I couldn't sleep. I mean, early hours of the morning, 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning before I actually got to sleep. And it was hard. I sent an email to my volunteer coordinator on Monday, let her know what's going on. And also everything. I said I should be in Friday. So this is 3 nights. Every night was the same. I couldn't get to sleep early hours of the morning, and with having to move, and I was a complete mess. I know I have no one to ring to talk to things about. I know my sister said if I want to talk to ring, but then I'm on prepaid, which I don't know how they'll probably use it up there, and I'm trying to save so I can put more money aside for when I move. It was just I just had a bad night. Monday night, I was sitting there watching TV. It's okay, it's 9 o'clock. Then I don't know what time it was. I actually got up and actually had a shower. Tuesday night come, I was sitting at 10:30, 11, I still hadn't had a shower, because means I had to have a shower, then I had to go to bed, and it's like I didn't want to go to bed. I think the more long I waited and knowing I had to go to bed, have a shower and that. Even at this stage, I never once thought about not having a shower. There were times when I was living at the other place when I was really, actually I don't think did I suffer this here? No, I actually didn't suffer what I'm going through where I wanted to go have a shower. I couldn't have a shower. That didn't actually get to me until I started living, till I moved into this unit. But when I was in the other unit, there were sometimes I would go probably if it wasn't going out, I wouldn't have a shower. Back then, I was actually having a shower of a morning. So I would actually, if it wasn't going out, I wouldn't have a shower. But when now I have my shower of a night time, I make sure that I have my shower. No matter how hard it feels for me to actually get in and have that shower, I always have my shower. I cry in the shower when I have these bad times. I get out and I lean against the wall. Sometimes I give my head a bang on the wall, which I've done before. And I just cry. But after a while, I'll settle down and I go to bed and I'll read. Come Wednesday, I was okay. It was like those 3 nights is like I got through that. And come Wednesday night, okay, 8:30, time for a shower, no worries. It seemed like it was all gone. I'd worked my way through it, which you have to work your way through it. When you're going through hard times and you're alone, you have to work your way through it. There's nothing else that can be done. Excuse me. So read. I have a Kindle, and I've been reading these books. Actually, I should tell you. Get back to Wednesday, I'm feeling good. Thursday was good and everything. And Thursday night I was in bed about 8 or 8:30. And I was tired. I think just the sleep I'd missed out on and everything I was in. And I woke up, had the alarm set for normal time. I was waking at 5:30. First I thought it was 6:30. I looked closer at 5:30. I thought, nah, I better go to the loo. So I don't think I can wait till 7 o'clock. So I went to the loo back. And I just laid in bed, my eyes closed, just to rest. Got to Waratah. I was feeling teary, and with everything that goes on, with having to move, it's still there behind my mind. I know I have to move, but I'm actually looking forward to move, but the problem is finding a place. There's nothing really, nothing. There's some sites I go to every day and I check. I've got to wipe my glasses. I check them every day. I check those, and last night, I think I was Googling rentals in Coffs Harbour, and I found this one site, and actually had a unit which looked like it was managed by the same one managed by the unit I'm in now. I thought, oh, this is weird, because I went onto their site and thought, no, there's no rentals on that. So why is this showing up as a rental? It also showed one in another street where I looked at a while back, and I know it's not available. So the email address it actually had on this website for this unit, I emailed it, but it bounced back. I thought, okay. So I went on to my real estate who I rent through. Oh, just my knees are sore. I should have tucked my legs under there. And they couldn't find it. So I emailed the property manager of my unit. does she know about this unit? What is it, you know? And I'll probably be back to her Monday. Yeah. It's Emily who I message on friends on Facebook, and I telling her about, she said, yeah, it's really weird about things, you know. And she looked at one, she sent me a link to one, but it's above my budget. I have got a set budget. I'm on government assistance, and we do get money for rent assistance, but if we go in somewhere we pay more rent, we do not get any more rent assistance because I get the maximum there is. It is so hard to get a price. I did look at one place which is just over the road there a bit further. It's like it used to be a motel because it's got a swimming pool. Look at it doesn't show photos of the inside. It says stripping, no pets. It's got a barbecue. It looks like, as I said, it looks like a motel. Used to be a motel. I think some of these places around here might have been motels, which way the look of them. So I was talking to the volunteer coordinator on Friday. I said, strictly no pets. She said, well, don't you just ring and ask them if the budget will mind that? I thought about it. Then I had a look and I thought, yeah, you know. So I sent a message by the site. I have a budget. Does that veto that? Then I thought about this place. I thought, no, because there's so many units in this place, and I don't think it would be a quiet place, especially with the pool. And no, although the rent was good, it's less than what I'm paying now. I want a place where it's quiet, not many units. But that would be noisy because with the swimming pool, especially in the summer, you probably get people swimming and make a noise. And because the unit I was looking at was on the bottom floor, I thought, no. So I'll let them know, the real estate know, that's looking after it, to actually ignore that. I said, it's not for me. So I'm still looking, and it is hard. I mean, it is hard. I know Friday at volunteering, we played bingo after lunch, and I was falling asleep. I mean, I was gotten tired. I think the catch up with everything to sleep into the week had got to me, and I was there falling asleep. When they all went out to another room and they were playing bowls, and so I wiped all, because of COVID, no, we got restrictions, we got to wipe tables and chairs and everything. So I did that, So we did that, and I went around, sat down, and one of the guys said, Sarah, you okay? I said, I'm just tired. Just blah. He said, he feels the same. We've had rain and that the last few days. It's not raining today, which is good because I had to go out and get my pie, and I got a finger bun from there, and I went and got a nice block, and I got some fudge. The pie's for lunch. I put it in the fridge because, although now it is lunchtime, yes, it is right on midday here. I thought I'll do my video first, and I'll get that going. I thought I'd get the video first, then I'll have to have lunch before I let Archie out of the cage, because he's been in the cage in the last couple of days. When I'm not feeling too good, I know I should let him out, but I'm still tired. I know I woke up, went to bed last night and to read. As I said, I got a Kindle. Kindles are amazing. I am reading these amazing books. I am so enjoying the genre of what I'm got into, and it seems they're the only books that I want to read. And the one I first called was The Vampires of Shadow Hills. The other than vampires and other things, but with that, there was 9 books in The Vampire of Shadow Hills, but I can't find number 10. Sorry, there's 10. I can't get number 10. I can get number 10, but it costs nearly $7, and I don't want to pay $7 for that, so I've got to wait until it comes cheaper. Oh, I can get it for free. So look for free somewhere. Because I thought, I'll look at the price. I don't want to pay too much for an ebook. It's different if your book you can hold, but just for an ebook, it's just, and because this is the last one in the series, people think, okay, well, they're going to want this to finish off the series and that, but no. I'm going to wait until I can get it if it comes down or somewhere else. I'm always searching. And now I've gotten on to one, they're shifters. So what the shifters are, they're human, but inside them there's an animal. Now, I started off, they were firefighters and rescues, and I think all the firefighters in this one station were shifters, which means they can shift into an animal. And one was a Pegasus. There was one there, he did not tell anybody what his animal was, because he was scared, because this animal is a magical animal, and his animal was a unicorn, and only the fire chief knew what animal he was. He never, and he was classified as a paramedic of the bunch, and he used to always cure, because unicorns, as I said, they're magical, and they can cure people. And that's what he was in this fire. He was a paramedic. He only stuck to this one place, and that it was, and it's really, I was thinking, I wish this happened to us, because when these shifters, when they meet their mate, that's it. They know it straight away who their mate is, who the person who they're supposed to be live the rest of their life with. Once they meet them, they know who they are. And most of the time, it can be a human, which is a non-shifter. I can remember when I first started reading this one, they got an emergency call out where this woman had said that her son was up in a tree, and you couldn't get down. You couldn't get him down. And so I think they said something about a lion, what it was. I've read another few books after this. And this one guy, his shifter was a lion. So he actually went. I think the mother said her son had shifted, had turned into a lion, a lion cub, and was up in a tree, and you couldn't get down. And when this shifter, the lion one, heard this, he knew he had to go and, I wonder what that was, sort of thing on my chest. He had to go and rescue this guy. And of course he realised, yes, and as soon as he seen this woman, straight away he knew this woman was his mate. Once they fixated, that's it. And it's an amazing genre to watch, to read. And it is hard, but I didn't want to actually get into love stories, but this is much more than that. This is about shifters and what they do and how they do meet. And I think, why doesn't that happen? Well, once we see someone, oh, that's my mate, we're stuck with them forever, that's it, nothing can change. But humans don't have that choice. We just, it's like, I know some of you out there, you're so lucky that you have found the person who you want to spend your life with. It may be, you may be been in a relationship before and it didn't go the way you wanted, and eventually you found the one that, this is it, this is the one I was waiting for. And it's like, I don't think I'm going to get there. I know when I was walking through, I got to walk through the plaza to get to the bus stop to go catch the bus, and I walked through there, no mask. We're supposed to wear a mask when we're out shopping, when we're out in shopping, inside the shopping centre and shops, but when I go there I don't. I was walking through there, got the Christmas decorations up, And it's just getting to me. This will be my 14th Christmas alone. I'm sorry, there was one Christmas that I did have someone to share with. It's just a guy who will try and have a relationship work. It wasn't working out. That was before I met the other person I was with too long. And it'd be nice just to have someone to sit down for this one day a year and celebrate Christmas. I'm not talking about the gifts. That's not what I'm talking about. I know as you get older with our family used to get together, the one thing I look forward to was getting together and sitting down for a meal. To me, that is what Christmas is all about. But these days, it's all about gifts, buying gifts. How much have I got to spend? I've got so many people I've got to buy for them, this one, that one, that one, which is ridiculous. It takes away yes, kids, Santa Claus, yes, but when it comes to adults, it's just having someone to share with, sitting down to enjoy a good meal with that person, to celebrate this one day a year, the day of year when Christ was born. I don't know what I'm doing. Christmas Day, probably I might binge watch something. Where I watch my movies from, I might do a binge watch of Christmas. I think Wednesday. Hang on. So today's the 27th. Where's my calendar? I got a calendar. I got everything on here. Oh, there it is. I'm just trying to find out when the 1st of December is. November. Yes, I thought it was Wednesday. So Wednesday is the 1st of December, which is when I will be doing my advent calendars. Oh, sugar. I've got to go and get a chocolate one. Yeah, I've got to go and get a chocolate one. Let me see. Yeah, here's Garfield. Oh, yeah, nappy. He's got a nappy on. I think I mentioned last week that he is my security blanket when I go out, when my anxiety is. And because now I've got to walk further to the bus, catch the bus, maybe I'm okay when I leave home, but I know as you're getting closer to the plaza, to the bus, and that my anxiety does build. Oh, excuse me. Oh. And it is, I was so tired Friday that I was going to I usually catch the bus home, and I was walking, I was so tired. I think, oh my God, man, I've got to go catch the bus. Then I got to walk from the plaza, which is not, I thought, this is not it. So I decided to catch a cab home. I very rarely catch a cab, but I was just so tired. So when I got home, I sat down and I didn't want to get up. It was so tired. Ooh. But I was thinking about having a piece of tea last night, but it was raining. We had more rain. And once before I had a pizza when it was raining, and when I got it, it was almost cold. And I thought, never again will I get a pizza when it's raining, because when I get it, it's not hot. So I didn't get. What did I have for pizza last night? I had sausage rolls, party pies and sausage rolls. That's what I want to know. It seems to me that Americans don't have meat pies. Why not? These are an Australian. Although I don't have a meat pie, I have a potato pie. I'll do a break soon and I'll actually go and get it and I'll show you the potato pie. I do like meat pies, but I get the potato pie because it's got more in it, because you've got your potato in it, and it is It's the only one. And I've actually got it in the fridge. As I said, once I get this video off and going, I will actually chuck it into my, I put it into my air fryer for about 10, maybe a bit longer, because it'll be really cold to heat it up. And the potato pie goes crunchy on top, and it's absolutely beautiful. And I put it in a plate, and I just use a fork to eat the potato and eat the meat out of it. And then I pick up the crust and eat the crust. It's absolutely beautiful. Because I think I heard somewhere that some Americans think it's weird that we have pies with meat in them. My goodness, it is. They are absolutely beautiful. It depends where you get the pie. You've got to actually find a good pie shop. I can remember, I'm going back to the to the 70s. We had a shopping centre when I lived Tweed, of course at Tweed. There was a shopping centre called the Tweed Mall. And they had a pie shop. I can still remember this pie shop. It was called Dinkum Damper in Tweed Mall. They had the beautiful pies, beautiful sausage rolls. Oh my God, I can still remember these. Dinkum Damper. It was a pie shop. They don't just sell pies. They sell pies and bread, and I don't think they sell bread. I can't remember. This is going back to 73, 74, 75. So it's a long time ago. And they also sell different cakes and slices and things. And they had the beautiful. I actually haven't. I know we had a shop in Australia called Brumbies. Oh, they had beautiful pies. I know when I lived in Murwillumbah, they had a Brumbies and they were nice. But there's also another shop in Murwillumbah, a pie shop. I call them pie shop because that's what they are. They're actually called a bakery. And they sell meat. Meat pies are the Aussie thing to go. Lunchtime, they all like their meat pies. And, I mean, come on, America. Someone do a Google, find a pie, and make a meat pie. If you can make pastry, it's finding the right mixture for a meat pie. You could actually make a stew. If you make some kind of stew, meat stew, veggies, you could put that into a pie crust and make a pie and cook it. You cook anything. You know, someone who's a cook who does a lot of cooking. I know Americans, you have pumpkin pie, which is what you do for Thanksgiving. And, yeah, it seems all you have is fruit. We have fruit pie. We have apple pie. Apple pie is my favourite. But I do love grandma pie. Now, grandma pie is grandma pie, but I can't get grandma pies. I wish some company would think about making a grandma pie. But Mum made the best grandma pie. The last grandma pie I brought was a few years ago when I was still living at the other place. We have a market in town every Thursday. I'm not quite sure if it's still going. And there's one couple there, they had these grandma pies. They'd come down from Grafton and they would actually bring it down. So I would buy one and I would slice it up in the serves and freeze it so I'll have it. And grandma pie and ice cream, grandma pie and custard. Mum made the best custard, the best pies. Absolutely beautiful. I made an apple pie once. The first time I made pastry, it was amazing. You know, and I made apple pie and actually I used tin apple, but it was quicker. But the pastry was almost as good as Mum's. Almost as good as Mum's. Maybe one day I'll make it again. The stove here doesn't work. I don't use it for anything else. Maybe if I get another place, when I find another place that's got a good stove, I might have a go at making it. So what else is happening? There's something I noticed on my camera is that Norfolk Island, which is Norfolk Island. a very strict island. Norfolk Island is a tiny Australian island in the South Pacific Ocean. It's defined by pine trees and jagged cliffs, sandy beaches. And this island celebrates Thanksgiving. Now, I will Google it. I did find out why they celebrate it. I wasn't the only one. Okay, why. Norfolk Island is one of the few places outside of America to celebrate Thanksgiving Day, a legacy from the American whaling ships who would make frequent stops to the island in the late 1800s. They brought with them American-style recipes like pumpkin pie and cornbread. Thanks. They actually do have it on the 24th of November, where I know Americans, you have it in the last Thursday of November, which was gazetted by one of your presidents. I know we did this in volunteering yesterday. We have this day in history, and one of these days in history was a day when one of your it's coming out. It's there. It just got to come out. One of your presidents declared that the fourth Thursday in November was going to be celebrated as Thanksgiving Day. Why a Thursday? Why not a Friday? Make it a long weekend. You know, that's the thing. Why does called Thanksgiving? They have an American. Each year, Norfolk Island does indeed celebrate Thanksgiving. The American festival is a highlight of Norfolk Island's Taste of Norfolk, which runs 3 days in November. So maybe, which is the only place in Australia we do not celebrate Thanksgiving because it is an American tradition. What is Thanksgiving? Isn't it? Yes, isn't it when the Pilgrims arrived at what is Thanksgiving celebrated for? Yes, Thanksgiving Day is annual national holiday in the United States and Canada, celebrating the harvest and blessings of the past year. Americans generally believe that Thanksgiving is modelled on a 1621 harvest feast shared by the English colonists, the Pilgrims of Plymouth and the Wongan people. 1621, Thanksgiving Massacre. We don't want to talk about any bad things. Yeah. I understand, I know that the day after Thanksgiving in America, you have what is called Black Friday. And it's where, if I can gather right, this is where your pre-Christmas sales leading up to Christmas. Well, guess what? Shops, stores, whatever, in Australia have taken up your Black Friday. And for the last week or so, I have been putting, but it's not Friday the 13th. One place had countdown to Black Friday. I said, mate, but I put on there something about, I'm not quite sure when the next Friday the 13th, but this is going to be a long countdown. Because we all know that Friday the 13th is the classic Black Friday. But Australians are picking up. And there's one site on Facebook, I do it on Facebook, said, but it's not Friday the 13th, what is going on? They're all picking up this for sale. That's all it is, for money. And of course she mentioned America and Thanksgiving. I said, but we are not American, we are Australians. We should change the day and put another day where we have our celebration. If you want to have pre-Christmas sales, do it give it another name instead of Black Friday, because it's not Black Friday. It's Friday the 13th is Black Friday, which what I know America's used. I'll look it up. Isn't Google amazing? Black Friday. Black Friday. Meaning. Why do they call it Black Friday? Oh, okay. The term Black Friday has for years been synonymous with mayhem at stores, and its original story has roots in turbulence. Black Friday began in Philadelphia in the 1960s. Business later reclaimed the name Black Friday, saying that the day was when stores' books went from red to black in 15 hours. Okay, now I know why it's called Black Friday. It's when the stores have a good sale, so they're making money, so they're in the black. So hence Black Friday. So that was in the 1960s. Wow. The Friday, yeah. Traditionally marks the start of Christmas shopping in the United States. You reckon Black Friday tradition, don't you start before then? I don't know. What, White Friday? What's White Friday? Oh, there's a White Friday. With White Friday, meaning White Friday, the name given to the first Friday after Pentecost, or with White Sunday. I have to do with England. What is Black Friday in India? Everybody's adopting this Black Friday. I wish in Australia we have Boxing Day sales, which is Boxing Day is a day after Christmas. And that's when all the big sales are on at the end of year sales. That is when they all have the big sales. Now, I actually did a video on Boxing Day maybe a couple of years ago. And Boxing Day is not about boxing. It is actually an English tradition from the UK, where the higher up, the high society people, they have the Christmas Day, and the servants and that help celebrate, get the meals together. So on Boxing Day is that what happens is these high society people, they box together leftover Christmas dinner and give it to the servants where they can go and celebrate a belated Christmas. So it's called Boxing Day. In Australia, on Boxing Day, there's a big race we have here in Australia. It's called the Sydney to Hobart race. There have been people have died in this race. Once they head out from the bottom of Australia, heading out into Tasmania, there's actually a strip of water called Bass Strait. It is very turbulent. It can get really rough. We've had people in this Sydney to Hobart race actually die in this race because it's been so rough. And this, I did not realise that until I was in Tasmania, how wide that strip of water is. It's like, I don't know, like you're in another country. And it felt amazing. And when I was down there, I got to little shops. I went to someone, I said, how does it, you don't realise how far it is away. And one girl said, it's like that they are part of Australia. It's like they've got their own little country by themselves. It's like Tasmania just can't drive to the next state. They've got to either fly or catch the ferry. Now, there is a ferry that goes from Melbourne to Tasmania. I'm not quite sure the name of the ferry, but it does take a while. And if the sea's a bit rough, it could be a bit rough. But Tassie, The one thing I had to find different about driving in Tasmania is that I was actually driving across the top of the state. When I arrived there late, I think it was Friday night, and lucky I actually booked a motel in Launceston because I would have been very late getting, because I think it was about an hour and a half to get to my accommodation. Otherwise, I would have been really late getting to my accommodation. So I'm glad I did staying in Launceston overnight. And when I woke up the next morning, when I had to go and find some breakfast, and I had to wait for my suitcase because my suitcase did not arrive with me. And lucky I had my medication with me. Lucky I had an onboard luggage. I had no change of clothes, had no change of undies. So I had to go and find Target to get some undies, and then find breakfast. Then I think I rang the airport to find out if my luggage had arrived. They said it arrived, so then I had to go pick it up. Then I had set my course for my accommodation. And when I was going there, then I got to the part where I was at the water. Then, because in Australia, I live on the east side of Australia, and the ocean, like I'm driving up and down the coast when I'm heading north or south. But when I was there, I was driving across it, and so the ocean was that. It was really weird driving. It's one thing. I was there for 2 weeks, and just getting used to that was mind-boggling. Even the friends I went visited there, even the husband said they moved there from Melbourne, and he said he still sometimes has to get used to realise that he's actually driving across the top of the state. I would have liked to got to the right bottom of Tasmania. I don't think I'm glad I visited. I didn't actually get to see all of Tasmania, but I'm glad I got to see the parts that I did, saying I have been to Tasmania. I don't think I'll be doing any more travelling. Once I move, if it's going to be hard to actually take a holiday, but at the moment, with moving, because my budget is higher than what I'm paying here, I'm actually got it so that in my mind, what I'm doing is actually paying my budget here. So the extra money between what I'm paying in my budget, I'm actually transferring over into another bank account I've got, so that I'm only using what in there. And well, I'm in Tuesday was payday, so I've actually I've got another week. So I've got a bit more. I don't spend much money. I watch what I spend. I sold the chest of drawers that I had my baby's clothes in. I'm waiting for a nice fine day so I can give all these clothes a good wash. I don't know when we're going to get that. For the next week, it looks like we've got rain. And so selling that gave me a bit extra money, so I don't need to get into my bank account. Although it wouldn't have mattered if I had to get in there to buy my pies and that. I told you last week I sold my cot. Well, the people who brought it have now got it up for sale because it's too small. Maybe they didn't. I had the measurements on when I had up there for sale, what measurements were. Maybe they didn't realise, even when, because the husband came and got it, he probably didn't realise how it was, because it is a smaller than usual cot, because I couldn't get a bigger cot to fit in here. I'll just see actually if she sells it, and she's selling it for less than what she paid for. So, which is sad, really. Who else you got? You got Garfi? I got Garfi. Getting back into the last 2-3 chats I've done, getting into doing it before I've actually done it. I've actually felt I wasn't going to do it. I was upset. I didn't really want and get into doing this, but I actually got into it and I actually did it. And by the time the end of the chat came, I was feeling good. But today was something, no, I want to do the chat today. And as I said, from Wednesday, I'll be doing a video each day leading up to Christmas. By the looks of it, I'll be here. I hope in between it doesn't wreck something that that I don't do one. If I don't do one day, I have to do 2 on one day. Lucky I'm home by 3 of a Tuesday and Friday, so I'll have plenty of time to actually do the video. Now I've got to work up a room where I've got room in here. My room, since the cot's gone, I've got room in here. So I've got a table that I usually use, so I might set up the table in here, get it all ready. I've got to organise my thumbnails and everything else for my videos. So I'm looking forward to it. As I said, I am feeling good today, especially after 3 nights I had was absolutely shocking. When I at Waratah yesterday doing my volunteer, and the volunteer coordinator turned up, and I was talking to her. Because she knew what was going on. It is such an amazing place for me, and that is maybe say, besides moving to another town, the cost of moving while I'm staying in Coffs is because where I volunteer, because it is so great. Kim knows what I've been through. I've been at Waratah 7 years now, and she knows what I have been through, right through, you know, what I've been through with that no, she's not one of those. No, that nincompoop. We'll call her nincompoop. No, she's not nincompoop. I can't think of anything. The idiot. I'll call her an idiot, because what she did was absolutely stupid. And most of the old ones knew what I'm talking about. And I'm talking about my relationship that I had, which was, which brought out my abandonment issues, which actually, and anything that went wrong in the relationship, I got the blame, which actually seems what I've been she's a narcissist. And even the woman I met after that, she was a kind of relationship thing, because when she used to talk about this other person, I'd find out more things that I was lied to about, and it would upset me, and of course this other person would tell me that I need help, which means, I think it's gaslighting or something. If I'm the one who has the problem, but it's not me who has a problem. She's the one who couldn't keep a big mouth shut about things, because she knew it upset me. So I still get upset what happened. It still gets to me that what she did, I know now all the signs were there leading to what this person did, but I don't know. I think I was scared of being alone, which I am now anyway. I don't mind being alone. I just hate it. I just do. I'm sick of it. But then even just getting into a friendship with someone, it's okay online, like this lady I message on Facebook. It's okay because it's just on there, you know. I don't change anything. Anything comes up, we chat and everything, you know. But otherwise, no. It's just an in-person relationship, friendship. I don't know how to go to get him back in the habit of doing that. Maybe it will work. I don't know, because as I said, you could say I've been alone for 13 years. I've been in COFS 13 years. I've been alone for the whole 13 years. I'll classify that as being alone, because I have been alone. I celebrate all the Christmases, except for one, alone. I think it comes down to the Christmas. I've said the Christmases I had when I was growing up, being with people, being with the family, which I know I feel that I'll never be part of a family again. Or you know, I never felt a part of that family. Never. It's just being a member of another family. That is never going to happen again. I don't see it happening. I do not see it happening. And I know the last few days I've been hoping that this will be not my last Christmas. I say a thing for every birthday. I hope it's my last birthday here. Because I don't want to keep being alive where I am alone. And no one... It is hard. I know there's probably other people out there who are in the same situation. I bet there is, you know, with... It is hard. Archie. I know I've been trying to do a video, but that's okay. He's starting to talk. He's saying more words. He's saying kiss, 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 kiss. Was it the week before last, I think it was? I have him out, and he comes and sits on my chest here. He comes, I get really close, my mouth down close, and I go, kiss, 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 kiss. Now he's saying it. Kiss, 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 kiss. He's saying it. Oh. I've got to let him out. I might, once I get to finish the video, then I might have my lunch. I've actually got budgies on YouTube going for him, so that he doesn't feel he's alone with the birds. He's got some birds out there playing. I've got to show you my happiness angel. I've got to bring her in. My happiness angel. Watch out, Blossom. And my Teddles. Teddles. He's a Christmas teddy. So I'm going to put him in every one of my videos because he's a Christmas teddy. So it's coming up, let's see, 4, 6, 7, 17 years. Nearly 17 years. It was between Christmas and New Year that I got him from a junk shop at Kingscliff. He cost me $3. You've been still good, Nick, haven't you? He's only had one bath in that time. I think it was when I went in for a colonoscopy. I took him with me. Which I'm never having again. Never having again. Because that set off my anxiety again. And yeah, so that's Teddles. I think I might go now. My worms are starting to bite because it is 12:39 p.m. So I think I might go say goodbye to Teddles. And we'll say goodbye to... I haven't. You're just this is the happiness angel. So we'll say goodbye. 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 And we'll say goodbye with Blossom. I'm not quite sure if I'm selling Blossom yet. I don't know. This is Blossom. So now anyone, I said next week I'll have another baby who I've got up for sale. Actually, sorry, I won't be doing any chat videos while I'm doing my advent calendar, because I'll be doing that. I might do a bit of chat in the videos, so I might have some of the reborns, my babies that I've actually got up for sale. So I'm not quite sure if I'm selling this one yet. She's a little one, so yeah. There's not very many of this one. This is a very limited edition. I'm not quite sure how many there were. I mean, I know I have got the, I've got her COA. I mean, this is very, very, very short limited edition. There's only very few. Maybe less than 50. I'm not quite, maybe 50, maybe less. I'm not quite sure, but very, very limited edition. So that one was probably people might want to buy. Babe more, eh? She's beautiful. She's a beautiful, although I had to take the nappy off because it was falling. This is a little dress she arrived in. Very pretty. Hey, yeah. So, as always, Garfield is my last one. On Tuesday when I went to volunteering, I had him with, no, it was Friday. I didn't go Tuesday, I went Friday. asked if it was real, and everybody think he is so amazing. He's so cute. When I arrived yesterday, I put him down on a seat there because I had to sign in. I had to check in on my camera. I had to take my temperature. And I'm not as hot as I thought I was. My temperature was only 34.9 yesterday morning. So I'm not as hot as I thought I was. I thought I was hotter. Wink, wink. So they all love it. Even though when the client says, I had him sitting there, he's so cute, you know. They all love him, don't they? Yeah. So we will say goodbye until Wednesday, when I'll be doing my first. And this year is completely different to what I've been before. And I actually did a search and I found this and I got it. I thought it's different. And when there's so many different ones, I thought, which one am I going to get? I can't remember now which one I got. I know it's in a red box. It's red cover. It's red. I know that much. But I've got to go shopping sometime. What's today? Saturday. Might go Monday. I might maybe Tuesday afternoon on the way home. I might grab and nick into the shops and get them. I'll see if I don't go between now and then. I might leave it till then to get a chocolate one. Hey. Bye-bye. And we'll all see you on Wednesday. So look out for Wednesday sometime for I'll actually get it done early because I don't go anywhere Wednesday unless I go shopping, but I can do it after. I'll do it anytime. So look out for starting off of my Advent calendars. Yay! Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Have a good day, mate. And to all you Americans out there, I hope you had a great Thanksgiving Day on Thursday. And yes, don't forget to do a Google for meat pie. You'll find them on the Australian website anywhere, meat pie. So just circle for meat pie recipe. So we will see you on Wednesday. I'm not quite sure who I'm having, but we'll have someone. So bye. Bye.